Okay, so in this video I will show you a Samsung Galaxy Tab A9. It's an Android tablet that I will use as an ebook reader. I bought it today and I will unbox it in this video to show you the first look of it and so on. On this Android tablet I will install KOReader later on in another video, and I will also install Storytel, a Swedish book streaming service that I can use to read ebooks on and also listen to audiobooks. So this Galaxy Tab A9 is 8.7 inch large, the screen, so it's quite small, and you can compare it to some larger ebook readers like the Kindle Paperwhite. Maybe it's a bit taller than the Kindle Paperwhite, but here you see it's 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. 4 GB of RAM is maybe very little, but it will be enough for me to read ebooks in this ebook reader. So I will use KOReader mainly and Storytel, so 4 GB is enough for that. And it's a graphite color of this, so it's quite nice to have. 8mm thick, so it's not too thick, but it's a bit heavier than other ebook readers. This Android tablet also runs Android 14, so that means that you can install any app from the Google Play Store. That's nice. And also it has an IPS TFT display, so that means that it's not an OLED display, so it will not have pulse width modulation, so it will be much better for your eyes when reading. And I will use this mainly inside. I will always use it inside and never outside, because outside LCD, TFT, OLED displays are useless to read books on because of the direct sunlight. You can't see anything on displays. So outside you need real e-ink e-readers like Kindle, Kobo, Onyx books and so on. But this will be used inside, so it will be more than enough for me to use inside. So let's see what's more in the box. We have some instructions and warranties and so on. We also have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and we also have a SIM card tray opener. This tablet doesn't have a SIM card. I bought the Wi-Fi version, but this will be used for the SD card. With the SD card you can upgrade the storage to 1 TB. So the 64 GB internal storage, if that's not enough for you, you can upgrade it with a external SD card. Let's see how long the cable is. I think it's about 1 meter or so, so that will be maybe small for some, but I will use my normal charger anyway, so I don't need a cable, but it's good to have in the box. Let's see if I can unbox this in a more stylish way, but it's hard, but because I don't know how to unbox this. I have never done that before. I usually remove that sticker on the back side with the QR code because I don't think it's beautiful to have it. But sometimes you get some glue after it on it, so it's not easy to remove, so I will probably have to fix that later on. As you see there, you see some glue. I will fix that later. The camera on the back side is not so much to have actually, but it's for scanning documents and so on, so you can use it for that. And you have a front facing camera for video calls if you want to do that, and we have the USB-C port there and 3.5mm headphone jack. That's nice. And stereo speaker and microphone. We also have a microphone up there and a stereo speaker. So we have the power button and volume buttons and also a microphone. I think it's the microphone. And there we have the SD card slot. So you can use that to upgrade the storage. So the display is very glossy and so on, but as I said, I will use it inside, so it doesn't matter so much to have a nice e-ink display. So if I can use this without my eyes get tired, I can read books on it. I can read in KOReader and in Storytel, and that will be enough for me. So I think that's more than enough, actually. So this could be quite nice. It's quite heavy device though, much heavier than a Kindle or a Kobo. Here we have the first power on, and you see it runs Android 14. I guess we can get Android 15 maybe in the future on this one too. I think it's nice. I will not show you the complete setup this time because I will do that in later videos. But we can compare it to some of my other ebook readers. So we can see a size comparison. I don't have any Kindle Paperwhite with me at the moment, but here we see the Bigme B751C, an Android e-ink e-reader. And that e-reader is quite heavy too, but the Galaxy Tab A9 is even heavier. And here we have a Kobo Clara. It's much smaller, as you can see. The Galaxy Tab is have the same width, but it's a lot taller than the other ebook readers, of course. But as you can see, the display is nice and everything looks good on it. So I think this could be very good. I will choose my Swedish language here. As I said, I will not do a complete setup in this video, but we will see that it works first. And here we choose the language again, Sweden. Like so. So now it will start and do a lot of other stuff on it. So that will be in another video, as I said. And I will probably show you in a video on how to install KOReader on an Android tablet. I have already a video on my channel for that, but I will do one more when installing KOReader on this one, a real Android tablet. So in that video I will show you how to install KOReader. I will remove that later on. So I think that's enough for this video. It's a lot to set up, a lot of stuff to add, my Google account and a lot more. So I think this is it for this video. I hope you will like this video, and I hope you will like coming videos comparing this with e-ink e-readers and so on. So hopefully